10 years later, and the grief on display that day in Connecticut remains heart-stopping. Such horror. So many children massacred and their teachers. The absolute expectation was that surely things would change after that. They did not. In the U.S. since Sandy Hook, there have been more than 4,000 more mass shootings. Schools are still targeted. This is Uvalde, Texas in May.
I still feel anger.
This month, Barack Obama, U.S. president a decade ago, applauded surviving Sandy Hook families for their work promoting school safety ever since.
You took unimaginable sorrow and channeled it into a righteous cause. And in the face of cruel conspiracy theorizing and nasty partisan politics, you just kept on going.
But while some U.S. laws have changed and schools are safer, the key demand by so many, a ban on assault-style guns, the brutal weapon used at Sandy Hook, remains elusive. U.S. President Biden again renewing his call for that.
That are just common sense. Just simple common sense.
In Connecticut, commemorations of a decade past are largely private. The memories still visceral.
And I said, "Where's the rest of the class?" And they said, "I don't know."
Nicole Hockley's son Dylan was among those killed on that day.
This picture and
Hockley went on to co-found the group Sandy Hook Promise, which keeps up the push for tougher U.S. gun laws and the dream that real change will come one day.
It's probably going to take more than another 10 years to get there. But as long as we have the will, we'll just keep moving forward.
Paul, you were there 10 years ago in Newtown. I remember you saying it felt like a turning point.
It did, Adrienne. You know, and I think the frustrating part for so many Americans all this time later is indeed just how hard it is to bring change on gun laws. It really did seem so certain after Sandy Hook. But you know, for every group or person in Newtown or anywhere else, including in the White House, still fighting for that change, there are so many here who still fiercely oppose it. And 10 years later, that's the thing. You know, after every mass shooting here, there's a kind of grotesque cycle. Sorrow, a renewed call for change, then indifference, then another mass shooting. It just never ends.
All right, Paul Hunter, thanks for your reporting then and now, Paul.
You're welcome.